Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. And today we're gonna look at a review of this beautiful palette from Micka Beauty shop in collaboration with Martha's Makeup, and it's called the Serpent. It is a beautiful palette. Micka Beauty shop is a French brand, so if you're from Europe, this might be a great option for you to try some European indie brands. I've been so excited to finally get it. It took a little bit more than a month to get to me, even though I'm from Czech Republic, because there were some problems with the postal service, but I think it's cleared out right now, and I think they changed the way of transportation. I've bought the first pre-order, and I think now it's the third pre-order is still around. This palette is absolutely beautiful. It has a lot of greens and a lot of like pinky purples. I've been trying to show you the swatches in different lighting so that you can see there are a couple multi-chromes. They are absolutely beautiful. The shimmers are so shimmery, so sparkly. They're very easy to use. They feel very wet and they look very wet on the eyes, but they don't crease or anything like that. I've had nothing but pleasant experience with these, and as you can see, they're just beautiful and they go so well together. No matter what combination you choose to use, I think it's always gonna look absolutely stunning and absolutely beautiful. So definitely would recommend. There are more mattes than there are shimmers, but it's still pretty well balanced, and you get a lot of color and a lot of fun different finishes. So if you've ever wanted to try some European indie brands, I would highly suggest, especially if this is your color story. So I've created 7 looks with these, and I'm gonna show you one by one what I've created. So the first look, I started with my Beauty by eyeshadow primer, and then I used the shade apophis, which is this really deep berry color. It's beautiful, it layers amazingly, it's so easy to use, it's so soft, and it blends out like a dream. Then I went in with the shade Temptation to kind of soften up the edges, and also I put it mostly in my inner third of my eye. And again, such a beautiful palette. It's super easy to blend out with. And then I used the shade Quetzalcoatl. I hope I'm saying that right. It's like a really deep green that I deepen up my outer corner with. It almost looks black when you put it on top of these purples, which I'm very happy for. Then I used my Nyx Glitter Primer and the shade duality, which goes from green to like very berry color, and it also has a little bit of like beige in it. It's very interesting color. I've never seen a duochrome like this. The duochromes in this palette are amazing. They're so easy to use. They don't crease, especially the shade duality. I haven't had any problems with. And then I also used the shade Reincarnation, which is this really light, frosty, like lavendery shade. It's very beautiful. It's so squishy. It's very like soft, very gel-like texture that doesn't crease, and it looks beautiful and it's very, very shiny. I absolutely love the way this looks. As you can see, I'm very happy about it. I also try to show you the reflection in the mirror if you're gonna see the shift, but I feel like you can see it better in real life than on camera. But they're beautiful and you can see the shifts in there. So that's the first look. I also used the Khol Kajal eye pencil, and my mascara is the Thrill Seeker from Rimmel. And that's it for the first look. I absolutely love this look. This is such a stunning look, and I have to say, this palette kind of made me fall in love with purples all over again, because I've kind of haven't used them very often lately, and this palette was the first kind of impulse lately that I've really felt like I need to use more purples. So thank you, Micka. This is really, really nice. For the second look, again, I'm gonna use the same primers in all of these looks so it doesn't get confusing. And I started with the shade Fertility. I wanted to do like really yellowy, orangey look. So I first went in with the shade Fertility. It's kind of like beigey, mustardy color. It's very neutral, which I think is really nice to build the crease with. Again, beautiful pigmentation, really easy to use, has a great pigment, it's so easy to blend out. Then to deepen it up, I used the shade Healing. I wanted this to be a very light look, but I still wanted to have darker outer corner. So I used the shade Healing. It's kind of almost like neony orange, and I know that neons are kind of harder to blend, but I didn't have any problem with this, and it looked really, really fun and cute. And then in my inner corner and in the inner third of my eye, I used the shade Forewarning, which is neon yellow. It's so beautiful. I love these yellows. They make me so happy and they always brighten my day. And then I went in with the shade Jormungandr. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's the orange shimmer in the last row. It goes kind of from like really goldy orange to like very fiery red. It's beautiful color. And then I use the shade Transformation. This shade is everything. It's the perfect inner corner, and it goes from white to yellow to green to pink, so you can literally use it with every single looks here. Then to finish off, I used my Summervibes eye pencil from Dermacol. Then I used the L'Oreal Air Volume mascara and L'Oreal Gel eyeliner and some BB cream, and that's it. And I love this look. It's such a fun summery look. I also used a little highlighter from my old Essence palette because it has a lot of yellows in it, and I just thought it would really go with it. But yeah, I love this look. This is such a fun summery look. Definitely would recommend. And I love that you can use this color story all year round. You can pick the colors that you like the most, and they are very universal, and you can use them all year round. So I definitely love that a lot. Then for the third, and also I just felt so cute that day. Like seriously, this is such a cute look. Then for the third look, I started with the same base, and I used the shade Regeneration. This is kind of like khaki, beigey green color. And I used it in my crease to kind of build the eye look. Again, like the matte here are so nice. I love these mattes. Like seriously, I think this is gonna be my favorite matte formula so far for this year. Like I don't remember trying better matte formula than this. This is so nice. They are really easy to use, very pigmented, but really easy to also blend out, and very user friendly, I would say. Then the next shade, I use the shade Forewarning, again in my inner third of my eye. I just love these really bright neon yellows. They just make me happy. And today I wanted to do yellowy green look because I wanted to incorporate the shade Venom, which is like very yellowy green shimmer. So I absolutely love these type of colors. They're my favorite colors in the whole world. Like literally the top row is everything for me. So yeah, love this so much, and I'm so happy that I have this palette. I really can't believe I was able to snag it right at the first pre-order, and if it's still up, please go for it. Like you're gonna be so happy about this palette. Next I went in with the shade Venom and also the shade Duality. I used Duality in my outer corner and Venom in my inner third or inner half, and you can see how happy I am from that shade. It's such a nice, like, very yellow based green. It's so sparkly, so shiny, and you can see that the duality here looks really green, but in the other looks it looked more like pink berry, and I love that. I love these shadows. I think they're very universal with their shift. Then again, I went in with the shade transformation. It's such a beautiful, like, here it looks a little bit more like yellowy gold with this look, and I love it. And I finish it off with another eye pencil, and I finish it off with some random eyeliner that I used, the L'Oreal Volume Mascara, the L'Oreal Gel liner. I used Maybelline Vinyl Ink lipstick in the shade 105, and I also used a blush from V Cosmetics. This is in the shade Seduction. And the Essence palette for my highlighter, because again it has a lot of these yellows, and I thought it would go well with this look, and also I need to use this palette a little bit more, so why not? I love this look. This is my favorite look, especially in like spring and summer. I wear this kind of look all the time. It's just my go-to, and I feel like it fits me the most, so especially with my green eyes. So yeah, that's it for this look. Let's go to the fourth look, and this is gonna be a little bit darker. We're gonna start with the shade Apophis, which is this deep berry pink purple, and we're gonna use that in our outer corner. It is such a beautiful shade, like seriously, and I don't wear pinks and berries that often on me because I just don't like them as much. I never feel like I look very good in those, but this palette just does something to me. Like it somehow works, and it looks nice, and it looks great, and I really like it. And I've also been in this like really dark mood lately, where I just wanted to wear a little bit more darker colors a lot of the time, so love this one. Then I deepen it up with the shade Netherworld. It's a beautiful, like, really vibrant deep purple, and I blended out the edges with the shade Temptation. Again, it's a perfect blending out shade. Love that. And I really love this crease. I would wear it so often. It's really nice. Then for the shimmers, I used the shade Immortality. It's a very interesting duochrome. It has this like orangey beigey base, and it goes from like really purple color to this like magenta pink, and also this like blushy color in it. Like, it's a very fun shade. It's so sparkly. I think you can see it looks like a wet sparkle. Like it's just so pretty, and it will go so perfectly with these like more neutral tones, and also with these purple tones. And then I use the shade Reincarnation again in my inner corner and on my like lower lash line in the first half. It's such a nice, like, really sparkly shade. It's more like a topper, but I feel like in the inner corner it's perfect, and it really brightens up the eye, and it's not black based, which I really appreciate. Then I just finish up with some lashes. These are, I think, from Shein, but I'm not completely sure. I will try to link it. And my duo like lash glue, and that's all that I have on. I didn't use any pencil liner because I just wasn't feeling like it, and that's the whole fourth look. Then for the next look, we're gonna start with the shade Quetzalcoatl, the deep green one. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I did this like winged liner shape with these shades. So I draw the wing part with this shade, and then I use the shade Regeneration to kind of map out the rest of the eye shape. If that makes sense, I think you will be able to understand it from the video. So I use those two. And then I wanted to use the shade jormungandr. I really don't know how to pronounce that one. On my lid. I just really like the combination of greens and oranges, so I thought why not. And I love that combination. It looked so cute, it looked so fun, and I really loved that look. Then I also used the shade Antidote, which is this like really deep like khaki green color. It's not as sparkly as the other ones, but I thought it would be perfect to blend out into the like wing shape. And then I used the shade Forewarning in my inner corner. I thought I'm just gonna use this yellow shade, but then I actually decided to also top it off with the transformation shade to just have something a little bit more brighter, but I wanted it to be yellow, so that's why I put the yellow on underneath that. And that's the whole look. Then I used the same lashes from the previous video with the same glue. I used the Dermacol Summervibes pencil, then the Thrill Seeker mascara from Rimmel, and Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lipstick in the shade 25 Heroine, because it's like orange based, so I just thought it would look cute with this look. And that's then look number 5, and let's go to the look number 6. For the 6th look, I started again with the shade Apophis. I really like this shade. It's a very nice berry color. I know I'm repeating myself, and I used it in my outer corner and also in the crease. Then I used the shade Netherworld to deepen it up. I really like this shade. And then the shade Fertility, because I wanted to make it a little bit more grungy. Then on my like the second half of my lid, I used the shade Antidote because it's not as sparkly, so I thought it would fit better there. And I used the shade Immortality on the first half of my lid. I just love the combination of greens and purples. I think it's very fun and very cute. And as my inner corner highlight, I used the shade Reincarnation. I think it fits really well, and I loved how this look turned out. It's definitely me style in a sense that it's very weird and different. And then I just used my L'Oreal Air Volume mascara because I just wasn't feeling like doing more. I really like this look. It's definitely very like autumny, witchy, and I love it. And I'm really happy of how it turned out, so I hope you like it too. And then for the last look, the reason why I did 7 looks was to use every single shade twice, which I was able to do, and some of them I used 3 or 4 times, but all of them were used at least 2 times to really give you like a proper review. I will definitely use this palette even more to just create a lot more looks, and you will see it all over like Instagram Reels and TikTok and all that. So stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to give you as much of options as I can right now. For the last look, I started again with the shade Apophis. I love it. Then I deepen it up with the shade Quetzalcoatl. I feel like if you put these two together, you will create almost like a black outer corner. So if you are missing black here, don't worry, you will be able to get almost that with just these two. Then I use the shade Healing to I use the shade Healing to blend out the edges. Again, the same kind of idea as the last look. I just wanted to be like almost create this like sunsetty effect, with the orange and the purple. That was kind of the plan. I think it turned out really nice. Like, I kind of like the crease, even though it's probably not something you would put together most of the time, but I really like it. Then I went in with the shade Duality, And then I use the shade Venom again. It looks so yellow here. Like, I just love this color, as you can see. And I love this combination of colors. And then I also use the shade Transformation in my inner corner. This again, I just love purples and yellows or greens. It's my favorite combo. I think it's so like Halloweeny and witchy, and I love it. And you can see that I really love this look. I finished it off with the Chromosome pencil from Shein in the shade Subliminal. I am testing some Shein products and I will make video about it. Then I also use the Colourpop liquid liner in the shade Numero Uno, which is black. Then I use the Thrill Seeker mascara from Rimmel. I used the shade, and I also used blush in the shade Float On from the Shein She Glam line. It's like a liquid blush, and also liquid highlighter in the shade Flying Comet, again from She Glam. So that's all that I have on my face. I really love how this look turned out, and I love this palette. I definitely cannot recommend it enough. And if you haven't bought it, definitely buy it. Hope this video was helpful. Hope that you found some inspiration in here if you have this palette, or if you have similar color story, because I feel like there are a lot of palettes in this color story lately. And let me know how you liked this video. If you like this video, let me know if it was helpful. Let me know if you like this palette or this color story. And I will be happy to see you again in my next video. So that's it from me. Bye.